Hello and welcome. Today on the LEGO website, we're going to cover a lot of stuff. We have got the travel moments to cover, the new giveaway purchases to cover. We've got all of the different insider gifts that are running over the next 48 hours. And before we get involved in all of that, I need to apologise. I've made a schoolboy error. I have just had a slushie and my tongue is bright blue. So with that being said, we'll just now crack on and pretend that I don't have a blue lip and a blue tongue because I can't get it off. Right, so this is the brand new travel moments thing for $129.99. Now, something like this does interest me massively because if it goes on the wall, which I hope it will do, you will then be able to mark out where you've been around the world. And without actually clicking on it, I am assuming that's what these things are for. Or they stay there. It looks like it's one of those clips. So it looks like it's the clips for the photos that came with the treehouse. And it looks like you do have some markers for different bits and pieces. So we'll explore this together. I've not clicked on anything. I like to see the new sets brand new and then just look stupid when we see these together. But before we tuck into all of that, we'll just get the basics covered. So it is a Travel Moments LEGO exclusive set. So it means you can only get it from the LEGO website, I would imagine. It is $129.99. Now the item number is 41838. You do get 1,040 points. Now don't forget it's 800 points per £5 that you get back for your insiders / old school VIP card, and then it is 1,231 points. But this is available for pre-order, which means you can pre-order this, add some other bits and pieces to your basket, and get what is this new giveaway, which I'm yet to click on. So we'll go from this to the giveaway, and then we'll check out what is running for the insiders thing for the next 36 hours or whatever is left of its lifespan. So let's tuck into this properly. So we've had a look at this. What we got down here? We've got the boat. We've got some little vehicles. No idea. Well, I guess that's supposed to be a miniature train and a camper van. Hopefully they all clip on. That would be pretty cool if they could clip on, because it shows you where you've been traveling, camping, driving, all that kind of thing. I'm assuming the plane works, but I'd like to think that they all work when it's on the wall, because it won't work if it's just on a table for me. And I'm intrigued to see how these things work with the photos when it is on the wall, because you're going to have to bend the clips back. And if you bend the clips back, it's going to hit the brickwork. But I'm sure all will be explained on photo number 2, 3, all the way up to 13. So let's carry on and tuck through. So that is basically exactly the same image with obviously the box. The box artwork has got this pretty pink wrapped all around the outside. It does say on here, look, build together. So you've got 1 to 5 people to build together. And then you've got the travel moments in pink and yellow. And then you have the World Wonder liner in pink. And then obviously you've got all the pink and everything around the outside of the box. It does say on the back of the box that it is inspired by Lego Masters. So is this a mix of different bits and pieces, or is this done by certain people? I would imagine it will all be in the description as we go. But like I said, I do quite like to figure it out by myself. And the one thing I found very, very bizarre straight away is a 14 plus. I don't think I've ever seen a 14 plus. I've seen the 16 and an 18. I think the Cantina was a 16 because it wasn't a UCS set. It was the Master Builder series. So is a 14 plus a new thing, or have I just been stupid and never spotted it before? So might have learned something new. That might have been a thing all the time. I've just not paid any attention. So you've got these little dots dotted all over them. So you've got a luggage, hotel, camera. So you've got 3 different bits and pieces. So again, obviously, if this is for traveling, it will show you where you've stayed, where you've been, airports that you visited. I would do this for the Legoland parks. Don't forget, this is obviously a travel channel, and I do try and get a lot of traveling in, and obviously link it into the Global Life Travels channel, which is all the hotels and all the theme parks and stuff that I do running alongside the Lego park. So I could fill this map up very, very quickly indeed. Now, pictured vertically, which means it's got to go on the wall. Is it just going to be like the artwork for the Batman? That is a pretty cool looking plane, to be honest. Is that all stickered up? That can't be. Might be prints. That'd be interesting if that is a World Wonder liner print. Maybe. Normally you can tell straight away if it's stickered or not, but that's quite hard to see. We'll soon find out. We will soon find out, but it does look very, very smart indeed. You can see it from the opposite side. Quite a cool little front face on there. And then obviously got the little jets and the wings. Never been on one of those. That's obviously more of a private jet that you would get on if you had a load of money. And I don't. Right, moving on to image number 7. Okay, so we have got multiples, which is handy. I'm assuming what I said was a hotel is actually where you live. And then you've got all of the different suitcases of where you've traveled to, and you've got places that you took the photos of for memories. And potentially you could put the photo up in the clip and then add that to where it was taken in the world as well. So it has got lots of different layers to this. So it is a very, very handy thing as a making memory thing and that kind of thing. Now that's a worry straight away because that is going up on the wall without any of the photos or anything else. So you either have it as a table display, potentially. From what we can see, it's either goes up on the wall. I'm assuming it's just got the screw hooks in at the back because the clips won't. I thought the clips. Maybe you can make it work with the clips because it'd be quite nice to have the photos up over the top of it. It worked with the Batman written for the Gotham artwork, so potentially you could get that in. The plane's not going to work because that's just going to be clipped on by the 4 studs, which means the other builds aren't going to work either. It's a bit of a shame, because that is it led down. You can obviously build multiple things. Clearly, they are prints by the looks of it because they've all got the pieces on already, or they very, very cleverly put the stickers on early. But I doubt that would have been the case. Photo without anything. Oh no, so it doesn't. So you'd have to use a clip separately, unless you could make them work. I think it would look nice with the clips on the wall. Depending on if they get clipped on the back, it won't go flush to the wall, which is a little bit of a shame because that means then on here, the where you take the photos of wouldn't really make sense with not them being on show. But the plane again, it's a nice individual build if you're having it up on the wall. I would have it on the wall, because I wouldn't have space for that, even though that does look more eye-catching with the plane on it and the photos behind it if it's led down. I don't know if I could make that work as in my theme park display. I think it'd look nice as a diorama led down. But yeah, from a wall perspective, let us know. Let us know what you think. Let us know how you display yours. I think I would have mine on the wall, and see if I can make it work with the photo clips. Because it'd just be quite nice to look back on those memories. So scrolling down. Obviously, you can see you've got the travel. So they've added a tab in for travel fans. Coming down, I don't want anything recommended for me. We've got anything written, so get rid of the features. Go down to that. 14 plus, 4 micro builds, 20 location tiles, 10 photo holders, and 5 building booklets. Families can share their favourite travel memories or dream about new trips as they build the Wonderline jet on the map. So maybe you could actually just put the jet of where it is you're next going to be travelling to, or obviously travelling from. The Lego Travel playset means a meaningful, memory-filled gift for family holiday activities to extend creativity play. Plus, you and your kids, or just me because I'm lonely, can make the most out of your set with the Lego Builder app, which lets you build together. Zoom in. Yep. Anything about that? Right, that's what we're after. So it is 5.5 inches high, 19.5 inches wide, and it's 12 inches deep, which isn't going to be the case when it's on the wall. So that is it pancaked. It'll be very thin when it's against the wall, I would imagine. So I would imagine it against the wall would be a couple of inches. Can't really help you with that one, I'm afraid. Right, let's move on to that. So that is that done. So what we got here for the 2 offers that are running. So we've got a candy store and a summer beach bag. That sounds exciting. Let's click on that one first. So that is what you will get, which is worth £11.88. I've never seen that in my life in any of the Lego places that I've been to around the world. Will be handy for a water park. All jokes aside, you'd be surprised the amount of people that forget a bag to put their wet clothing in, and that would be spot on for that kind of thing. So what is it valid with? Are we having a weird crossover again? So it's valid with Animal Crossing, Lego City, Duplo, Friends, Dreams, Harry Potter, Ninjago, and Super Mario. So almost everything, but not quite everything. So you could potentially get both giveaways together. But if you go for Ninjago stuff, you won't get I don't know. To be honest, it confuses me a little bit when Lego start to do this. So the other gift Is it across the board? Yes, easy. So you can, if you've got Ninjago stuff, for example, and broke the £180 price point, you're guaranteed to get the bag. That's the easiest way of doing it. And this is the big expensive one. Now these are obviously all different price points, but I do think they have different brick count as well. Now let's be honest, even if you have absolutely no care in the world for this with regards to the micro scale, those pieces I think will come in very, very handy for a lot of people's display. There's quite a lot going on with that, with a lot of translucent cheese wedges and all that kind of thing. It's got the nice little door, obviously sticker at the top. You've got a nice little candy shop. You've got the little twirly whirly bits up at the top. You've got that bit up there. And then as we go to the next photo, again, it's exactly the same as all of the others. 345 pieces, item number 40692, 12 plus. You can see it's a limited edition thing. All of the others I've seen at conventions and things like that, and they don't really hold their value at all, to be honest, even though they do have quite a high price point. I just, I don't get it, to be honest. I just don't understand. If they're a little bit bigger and they could fit a minifigure in it, or they just came with a minifigure or something, maybe. But I don't have any intention of making a micro display, and they're not big enough, even though it looks like it's big enough, to fit a minifigure in the back. I don't think, even though it's packed of detail. So, but I've got one of these, and it's tiny. And it just doesn't go with anything else. It doesn't go with any of the other giveaway stuff. But I mean, the fact that it's a candy store, you've got the nice cupcakes, you've got all the bits and pieces down there, you've got the lollipops, you've got presents, you've got so much going on with the back of this. And I'm a massive fan of bright colours as well, with regards to the teals, the pinks, the oranges, and the greens. It's a beautiful looking use of parts. But for an actual build, it makes no sense for me whatsoever. And the fact that they've done the Ninjago ones as you've got to use your points for, and this, they value this, which I think is the same brick count ish, for 180 quid. Yeah, it's a bit sweet for with regards for me and Ninjago at the moment. But if you're a fan of these and you've got the others, I can see how they would look fantastic all together. But obviously, we've had 4 of ones of the world, and now I think we're getting the 4 shops of the world. So there'd be 8 of these over 2 years, I think. So you can have 2 rows of 4 or one basically mini modular display. But you've got to spend a lot of money to collect them all, or you just get them off the second-hand market, because this time round you can pick this up without being limited to what you're going to be going for. Now, one thing I think you are limited of going in for is, well, let's start on the sale stuff first, shall we? So there's a sale running on the 16th to the 25th. Is the ghost in the sale? Oh, that's dirty. I knew I should have taken mine back. Right, so we've got quite a lot in the sale then. So we've got a carousel ride from $21.99 down to $17.59. You've got the Ninjago mech from $74 to $59. The X-Men Jet is down from 74 to 63. You've got the Heart Lake Shopping City Mall, that is 104 down to 89. And then you've got the Family Houses from 89 to 76. This is a much better sale than I thought it was going to be. So are we going to get some big stuff? That is going to be a very good thing. Now, we're all up to 15% off on all of these. So the mini aerial castle. Again, don't forget, if you were to pre-order the first thing that we've already looked at, and you wanted to top it up with any of these, you would then break the price point for the giveaways, and you'll be absolutely fine. Festive calendar, $26.99 to $22.49. We are slowly going up in price, $34.84 to $69 for the castle. The City of Rosa, 18 to 15. Some t-shirts have gone in there, so you can get yourself a Harry Potter t-shirt from 21 to 15. Again, the grey t-shirt for Hogwarts, 21 to 15. Super Mario is there all the time. Now, the final endgame battle, 30% off on that. Now, that does come with some good minifigures. Let's click on that one. Now, if you are wanting to make an endgame display, you've got options with regards to this one, because if you didn't realise, you can, by the looks of it, build this 2 different ways with the bases, so it is a smart looking thing. But for 30% off, you can't really go wrong. This is 794 pieces, 532 points, item number 7, 6, 2, 6, and 6. Now the minifigures do go well with it, because you obviously got Thanos, and then you've got the basically the female team, so it's a good group of those just in there. So they are They are what they look like, and some of them will be different to some of the other endgame sets. It's not behaving, so I'm not even gonna try and clicking on that photo again. And then that is what that looks like with regards to the portal and other little bits and pieces. So if you wanted to expand your endgame display, that might be a good set for you to go to. Now, I didn't realize there was going to be this many items in the sale. And obviously, this sale is going to be running from the 16th to the 25th. So I'm sure there'll be bits and pieces jumping out at you. Nothing is sold out. So we've got a couple more pages to go. So before we actually get on to what I thought this was all about, we'll have a look at this. Now, the Spider-Man artwork, that is down from 169 to 135. Main Street is now £99. The Bowser Castle is always in a sale for 75. Technic Bike is down to 159. The Modern Art is down to 31. That is the Sonic. So Sonic has already hit the sale. Never a good sign. So it's 46 to 32. Iron Man the Hulkbuster, it's 14.69. You've got all the Lego pieces, the Creative Colour Fun, 62 to 50, so it's 20% off. What else have we got? No surprise, the Hoopty is down 30%, so 84 down to 59.49. They do come with very good minifigures. I have actually done an overpriced comparison video of the Hoopty versus the X-Men Quinjet, and to be fair, that is now in a better price point than 84. Let's be honest, 30% off is probably where it should have been in the first place. For the sake of 420 pieces, but you do get 3 cats. The inside of it's more detailed than I thought it was, and the 3 minifigures are great, but it's not worth £84.99. Now, the Ghost, that's a surprise to me. That's gone on back order straight away. Fantastic minifigures on that. That's from 150 down to 104. The Claw is down from 64 to 51. So the X-Men stuff is in a good sale as well. More Super Mario. The Peter Pan and Wendy Flight Over London, it's a little diorama. That's from 57 to 40.59. You get 3 little minifigures with that and a nice little display piece. Icons of Play, 89 to 53. Now all the Euros and the copper version of it is now finished both at the same time. This is now 40% off. Always goes into big sales, this one. Yeah, it's overpriced at 90 quid, but for £53, it's good value. Lots of minifigures, lots of different heads, nice stadium. They should have just done what they did way back when, have an actual pitch that you could play with, and then buy all the additions with the floodlights and the stadiums that go around it. That is the best thing I've seen of a sport thing. We got that in the UK, and you got the NBA one, I do believe, over in the States. The 4+ set for 30% off, 5 pages. So let's move on to the next thing. Oh, Monkey Kid's in a sale. Right, so 135.99. I was actually looking at that the other day. So this is down from 160 to 135.99. Fantastic looking set. I wanted to make that as a water display for my own bits and pieces. Sports Centre 59 from 84. Apartment building 74 down to 59. And again, all of these, they've got lots and lots of different bits and pieces going on with it. So if you're a fan of any of these, and actually a fan of something like that, for example, does look very, very smart indeed. Fantastic box artwork. The Monkey Kid stuff, I think, is slept on massively. It's beautiful colours. I've got the Monkey Kid waterfall, beautiful looking thing. Works well with Ninjago, just not the right scale for the bigger stuff. The Shield is no surprise, that's always in a sale, but it's down to 125.99, and it's still not the cheapest I've seen it. The Arctic Ship, that's a big saving, 129 to 103. That's a big meaty thing. The John Deere, 170 down to 135. And then we have got the Monster Truck Race from 24 to 19. Another Ninjago set. That's a nice looking thing. 26 to 21.59. 100 Years of Play. 50 to 40. Coming down, coming through. Cap Construction figure is now 25.59. They're impressive. I've got a few of them. The Cloud Ship from Monkey Kid, 42 to 34. 20% off. Oh, the Batmobile. At last, it's in a sale. Not bad. That's a much better price. So from 42 down to 30, that is where it should be, to be honest. It's a big build. It's 438 pieces, and it's a very, very detailed car. The minifigure's obviously great, but I got it with the shadow box, and the amount of time it actually took me to build that thing was surprising. Now Wolverine down from 31.99 down to 22.39, and then you've got the Gabby Dollhouse as well. The Peugeot Le Mans Hybrid is always in a sale, so that's 170 to 35. Technic stuff is in a sale all the time. Another Lego Friends City Bus set. We've got another Donkey Kong expansion. I'm sure they've been in this sale tab forever. Oh, we got a Dio. I don't even have to scroll down. That looks like a Star Wars Dio. That is down from 20% off from 70 to 59.99. Little Mermaid is down to 111. The Storybook is down from there. Rocket Ship, that's what it is. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, the Visitor Centre. That might be the time for me to get that. That is a good price from 114 down to 91. I've still not got that. We've got the Baby Rocket Ship there, 30 to 23. The Pirate Snub from 29 to 23. Nothing massive yet. Nothing very, very expensive. But this isn't to do with their deal. This is just a sale, which isn't anything to do with what I thought it was to do with. The BTS, which isn't available in a lot of the places I've seen because it's always sold out, always seems to be in a sale in the UK. So obviously it doesn't translate maybe very well over into the UK market. That's always in a sale. Another Technic set. So that is the Batman bike. Nice looking sets. You've got some more Avatar stuff. So 30% off for $13.99. The minifigures on those do look very, very bright and vibrant. No surprise, the Quinjet, that's from 89 to 62. Seems to be a theme with them getting rid of the older Marvel stuff, getting ready maybe to make space for the newer Marvel stuff that is obviously available for pre-order. But does it also mean that they are going to be making space for potentially some other X-Men stuff, maybe? The Atari down to 146 from 209. Peach's Castle down to 80 from 114. Again, more Avatar sets from 50 to 34. This nice little train station. That's a very, very nice train station. So that's down from 70 to 55.99. Comes with a nice little bus and a little portaloo. And then you've got the train bridge and tracks. That is a nice little Duplo set. And then you've got the remote control from 20 to, well, anticlimax that is. So we finish on the remote control and that. So there is the most expensive thing that we have is the cap shield, and I am sure that I have seen stuff from America on huge sales. So why we don't get that? They don't like us. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe we're not cared about. But you can see what is the big three are those three. So yeah, 20%, 30%, 30%. That obviously went in a heartbeat. Right, now I've got to get my head round the thing that I was actually going to do the video of. What I'm going to call this video, I do not know. So ×2 on selective themes. This is just going to get interesting. Where's the description? Get special members offers, double points and more. Come on, tell me. Sale now on, great sets. What? Just tell me. I'm signed in. No, I'm not signed in. It signed me out. Well, I must have offended somebody on the Lego website because they kicked me out, but I am now back in. So we're now looking at this stuff. So let me click on shop now. What are you gonna tell me? Give me something. City, Disney, Friends, and Technic. Is that what we're on? Are we actually on the page of, I guess? So if I click that, do I get double points? And ×2 insider points for the purchase of selected themes. Can't be that stupid. Just tell me what they are. Right, down here. So it is on Lego City, Lego Friends, Lego Technic, Disney. Lego City, Lego Friends, Lego Technic, and Lego Disney purchases, but excluding Star Wars, Marvel, and Indiana Jones. So I click shop now. Everything that is on here is the stuff that is on double points. So you can get double points on the castle, for example, and other bits and pieces like that. So obviously anything that is under the Lego City banner, you can now get double points on. Well, that's easy enough, and I'm not clicking on 15 pages worth of stuff. So after that whole hoo-ha, that is what is their insiders event, I guess, going up against the Amazon Prime. I guess that this is what this is all to do with. Hopefully you guys and girls will find yourself some deals around the Lego website or further afield, your local toy shops. I'm sure there's a huge savings to be had, obviously, on Amazon as well. Let me just double check that there isn't anything new, because I know this is like a hybrid of three videos, which is obviously a little bit weird and wonderful, but it is what it is. If I click new, newest, where are we for that? calendars, we covered those. Jaws has all been covered. That's been done. So that's the new one that's coming out. That's why the other one is in a sale potentially. So the new thing that I found wasn't on the first page, which is never helpful. It's all the way down halfway through page 2. All the other stuff that's on pre-order, nothing else has been added to this. I will go to page 4 and then refuse to look any further. Nothing on page 3, so we've got add to bag, and then we go to page 4, and we go back to the pre-orders again, which is a right swine. There we go, back into the pre-orders, nothing new, nothing new, nothing new, nothing new. Living the dream. So, that's now back on back order, no surprise, and it won't be available until the 12th of August, because you now get double points on the truck. So that is no surprise. It was out of stock for ages. It's now back in, and now they're giving you double points on it. It's going to be out of stock again. So, yeah, I can see that they could be making some big money on certain themes. Now, I could well have split this video up into multiple because we could have had what's available for pre-order, what is this, that, and everything else, but I didn't know what to expect. So I've just come back in from work. We've clicked on it. What I thought was going to be amazing was awful, but then the sales stuff looks fantastic, and now there is stuff on back order. So the main thing is there is a new Lego set that is available for pre-order. So are you excited for the Travel Memories set? So I'm now going to retire and basically shut up because I've waffled on for far too long as per normal. So if you can like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You got to take care and catch you next one. Ta-da.